fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 2014 film Airplane vs. Volcano, starring Dean Cain, Robin Givens, Tamara Goodwin, and Matt Mercer. But first, a word from our sponsors. An overview of the movie? A commercial airliner ends up trapped within a ring of active volcanoes, preventing it from making a safe landing. Not only that, but before dying, the pilot turned on the autopilot, preventing anyone who doesn't know the code from being able to take control of the plane. Now it's up to one of the passengers to do what he can to steer the plane to safety and avoid all the volcanoes. The pros of this movie? Well, first of all, the excitement started right away. Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 to 5 minutes of the beginning of the movie that were just piddly around, wasting time and establishing stuff. But once it got established, it was just on. It was go time. They were in this volcano area, and they were flying around trying to do what they can. You know, Dean Cain was in there fighting with the controls, trying to steer it to the best of his ability, even though the wheel was locked because of the autopilot thing. It was just very exciting. A lot of tension right away, right from the beginning of the movie. Yes, there was some manufactured tension with one of the annoying characters who was on the plane, but still, the excitement of them being trapped in this volcano. And it was just glorious. It was exciting. It kept me on the edge of your seat. It was very exciting. And right away from the beginning until the end of the movie, the excitement never let up. Also, this is the first time I've seen a story like this before. If anyone who's seen my channel before knows that I like original stories, and that's what this was. It was an original story that I had never seen before. Yeah, they did lots of volcano stuff. There have been movies about volcanoes and natural disasters and stuff like that before, but never with an airplane trapped in this area of this volcano, trying to escape, trying to get to safety. But, you know, nature won't let them. Just airplane versus nature. It was glorious. It was fantastic. It was something I have never seen before, and I like that. Also, the soundtrack in this movie was just absolutely beautiful. It was amazing. It was fabulous. It was spectacular. 90% of the emotion that was evoked by this movie was done by the music. It was done by the soundtrack. Whoever did the soundtrack from this movie did a very fantastic job. The music was amazing. It fit the tone of the movie. It set the tone of the movie. Forget about the acting. Forget about the story. The music set the tone. The music set the feeling. The music evoked and created all of the emotion in this movie. The music in this movie, the soundtrack of this movie is the real star. The cons of this movie? Well, this right here is something I say about just about every movie I review here. The acting was stiff. Let's be honest, Dean Cain was the lead, and he was the best actor in the movie. What does that say about everyone else in the movie when Dean Cain is the best actor in any movie? It says that they're stiff. It says they did a bad job, that they didn't really get the emotion across that they needed to, and the feelings that they needed to get. Didn't build emotion through the acting. Let's be honest, I've seen better acting in soap operas. A lot of the acting in this movie wasn't even soap opera worthy acting. Wasn't even commercial worthy acting. I don't know how they got the job. Maybe then again, it is the asylum, so it is asylum level acting. So they probably just wanted to save some bucks and just hire someone off the street to do the acting in a lot of these roles. That's just being realistic. Also tying in with the fact that this is an asylum movie, it had asylum quality CG. You know, the kind of CG, the kind of digital imaging and digital effects you would expect from the asylum, that's what they got here. That's the quality of digital effects that they have in this movie. You know what you're getting with the asylum. Crappy digital effects. You're getting them. Yes. And they're in this movie. very much so, and they're bad and they're cartoonish. But that's what you get. That's what you get from the asylum. Also, a lot of the sets in this movie felt cheap. They felt like they just got thrown together, especially the cockpits of airplanes. Not so much the commercial jet, because a lot of stuff took place in that airplane. So that I think as far as sets go, that's where they put all their money. But as far as like they had fighter jets and they had cargo jets and they had helicopters, and for those sets, it really just felt like it was just the same thing over and over again every time. It felt really cheap. It looked like they just put a barrier in a room and just covered the wall with some mesh or something. It just looked bad and fake and looked really cheap. My overall thoughts on the movie? This is a bad movie, and that's why I like it. I give it one thumb up. Now, if you go into this movie expecting a good quality movie, you will be disappointed. This is one of those movies where you have to know what you're getting yourself into in order to enjoy it. If you like cheesy, bad movies, then you should watch Airplane vs. Volcano. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations for things you would like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below and follow us on Twitter at explosions_TV. Thank you and have a nice day.